Live from Las Vegas, it's the Richard Kall Show. Nothing but the truth. And now, here's your host, Richard Kall.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Richard Kall Show. You know, I love doing these shows. But one thing I really don't love that's been bothering me, you know, I've never been a researcher. I've never watched television since 1978, not interested in all the negative things. And with the researches that I have now and the things that I'm going over, which I never did, truthfully, it get me a little sick to my stomach. You know, it's reality. It's not hype. It's reality. It's facts. Today, I'd like to talk about this great new craze about cryptocurrency. They're popping up all over the place. Just this morning, I was having breakfast with someone, and he gets a text from a friend of his, some friend, asking him for $30,000. He's going to become a billionaire. And I asked him, I said, why don't you text back to your friend how much money he's making on your $30,000 investment? He didn't know. Enough of that. I want to talk today about cryptocurrency. Let's first talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is operating under very strict guidelines from the from the whole legal system, from the stock exchange. Although Bitcoin is legal, it still has a very, very long way to go to actually be accepted in the mainstream economy. I want you to understand that. By the way, although Bitcoin is traded like a stock, recognize the fact that the buyer has no interest whatsoever in the company, like you would a traditional company like Apple, like any stock you want to name, Google. You have nothing, absolutely nothing. Also recognize that if Bitcoin does ever become mainstream, its value will have to be somewhere close to our current dollar value. There will be no $5,000 or $10,000 coins to spend. Come on, doesn't this make sense? Bitcoin is for wealthy people. And what I mean by that, wealthy people to make money on the gamble of its self-made value with nothing but nothing to back it up. Look, it's no secret that I have made millions and millions of dollars in the stock market, and I happen to be with one of the best firms out there. Do you think that I have any Bitcoin in my portfolio? Zero. None. They wouldn't allow me to do it. There isn't a broker around that is selling, I don't believe, Bitcoin. There's no exit strategy. None whatsoever. I'm an investor. I'm not a gambler when it comes to my portfolio. Just use common sense. Is our Federal Reserve ever going to introduce something into our financial market more valuable than our dollar or gold? Common sense again. Remember, everything I just explained was about Bitcoin, currently recognized by our government as possibly having a chance someday as a cryptocurrency, someday. So what do I have to ask you now? What am I going to ask you now? What do you think your chances are when these companies tell you they can MLM a currency? Again, your common sense should kick in. It would be like starting an MLM company and announcing that your product was the US dollar or Japanese yen. What would the business proposal be? Think about it. Again, common sense. Hey, John, buy this $20 bill and, a bill for $27 and one day it might be worth $30. How crazy does that sound? Exactly what the crypto MLMs are doing now. Again, just for your common sense, You cannot MLM currency of any kind. Now here's the worst part. Here's the worst part. In MLM, when they do something wrong, in the 40 years that I've been in it, they go after the owners. I have never been attacked by any government agencies. They go after the owners. Now you're talking cryptocurrency? Let me tell you who they're going to go after. They're going to go after you. They're going to go after the people that you brought in to this cryptocurrency craze. They're going to go after the person that sponsored you. And you know what that equals? Jail time. I know so many people that are in jail for the things that they've committed in multi-level marketing that seem so good. They were the greatest people. You search them out. Fantastic. But don't forget, in those days, the internet wasn't as powerful, as it is today. And most MLMs that turn out to be a fraud, scam, whatever you want to call it, like I said, the government goes after the owners. In these MLM crypto scams, the government will be coming after you, and I'll say it again and again. Frozen bank accounts, loss of all the money you should have made in the first place, then taxes on top of that money. This is very different risk, folks. This is not protein drinks, not skin powder, not creams. Just think about the difference. Think about the difference in selling a product or selling a currency. Common sense. You licensed? You have your Series 7? What are you selling? Who are you selling to? Who are you selling to? Your best friends? You're going to bring them into this scam? This is the biggest scam I've seen since I've been in multi-level marketing. I want to let you know that some of the issues I spoke about today come from a very, very well-written person, someone that I've known years ago in multi-level marketing, very popular in the MLM industry, and my researchers agreed. They said, Richard, there's nothing we could even add to this. And I want you to know that I'm going to include this along with this program. Hundreds of research articles on the subject, including the banking industry. So I'm going to make sure that the link to the particular article is posted here under the show so you can read the article. Great article. Know what you're doing. Enough crap going on in this world with everything that's happening. Enough. You don't need any more in your life. You want to get involved in something? Keep watching my shows. Keep watching my shows, because I will never, ever recommend something to you. I don't care if I can make $1 billion. I will never be part of something that's a scam. As far as I'm concerned, all these MLM companies coming up with all these cryptocurrencies are one big scam. And anyone that would like to be on my program that owns one of these companies, you're welcome. You have an open invitation. This is Richard Kall. Have a great day.